more time for Camille and Caleb, everybody. What a great show. Look at this place. This place is huge. It's beautiful. You would never guess what this is like from the outside. You're like, that's not what's in here. There's like barely a sign. It's just like an industrial street. It's like, hey, do you need new kitchen flooring? Come down this street. And here's Magoobies right there. And they're like, oh my God, I missed the turn. There's one sign. I almost missed it. Oh. Magoobies, or as my GPS called it, Magabees. I drove here from my hotel. I'm staying at the Holiday Inn right next door, 400 feet. That's what my GPS said, with a little bit of a tone that I didn't appreciate. You are 400 feet away, and I'm like, I'm still going to drive it. Thank you. I'm not going to walk through this industrial street. I'm going to look like I don't have a home. Not doing that. Yeah, he's like, Magabees on your right. I kind of hoped it was called Magabees. You're like, this sounds like they have a good pie in there or something. But they told me this. The reason this building looks like this is this wasn't the original idea. This wasn't. They weren't like comedy club. How do you want it to look? Industrial. That's. This used to be a John Deere showroom and sales place. So, like, this used to be the showroom. They'd have, like, new tractors here. Like, right where I am would be just a brand new tractor. And then out there would be, like, just, I guess, guys in overalls and hats just like, I'd like to ride that, you know? And now I'm here, and I hope no one's having that thought. And... It's a good mix, man. It's my first time here. I'm not in Baltimore. I know that because I landed there, and then they're like, "Get the hell out of here!" No. I thought the club was in Baltimore, and then they're like, "No, it's in Timonium," and you're like, "That sounds made up. That's not Timonium." What? Who got to name it? Just one, like the only guy with a gun in the. We're calling it Timonium. He's like, he's got the only gun. I don't know what that is. It sounds like a supplement that's sold on a podcast. Got to make sure you take Timonium. Your testosterone's dropping. 30 days on this Timonium. I'm lifting bigger kettlebells now. Use promo code douche and get yourself another upload of Timonium. I don't know I don't know. I've been here for 2 days, and I don't know if people live in Timonium. If you do, where do you keep the houses? I haven't. It's all just industrial roads, and then like a road with the Walmart. And I've eaten. I've gotten food, but I can't ask. You can't go up to someone at a Panera and go, "Where do you live?" They're gonna kick you out of that Panera, man. So I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out at the Holiday Inn right next door. I don't know if you've stayed at a Holiday Inn. They're not good. I've stayed in enough that I think I can say all of them are not good. I've never, all of them, I'm like, no one's ever looked like they've been on holiday at a Holiday Inn. Everyone just looks like, my house flooded. We're gonna be here for a few days. Till they rip all the drywall out, then I get to go back. It's not a holiday. Like, if Holiday Inn accurately depicted what a holiday is, everyone would just go to work. Like, if a real holiday was like staying at a Holiday Inn, people were like, I'll just go to work. And your boss would be like, what are you doing here? It's a holiday. You're like, nah. I live at a Holiday Inn. I'd rather be here. Because here the air isn't wet. And... I don't know how to describe it. The air is wet in my hotel room. I don't know what it is. AC on or off. It's wet. Just kind of clammy the whole time. How is it more humid in the room than outside? I go outside to dry off, and I'm like, let me get back in there. It's a rough hotel. I came in on Wednesday night. I checked in. I got recognized. Like, the staff there is very nice. I got recognized. The lady who checked me in, she knew who I was, which is very new for me, just to be recognized in public. And she was like, "Oh, it's you." And I was like, "Oh." So I'm like, "Ah." And then she, like, I watched her realize, like, "Oh, you're staying here." And like, I could see it in her eyes. She was like, "Oh, all right. I thought you were a bigger deal." And then she had another moment where she's like, "Oh, I work here." Like, I've never had that happen where someone recognized me and then just got sadder as the conversation went on. And I was like, "Ah." And then she gave me breakfast coupons because the breakfast isn't free for some reason. They charge $5 for the breakfast, and it's the breakfast you assume it is. And it's free at every other hotel. You know the breakfast, those eggs where you're like, "I've never made eggs that look like that. What is that?" And pattied sausage where you're like, "That's been there for a while, hasn't it?" And she's like, "Would you like coupons for the breakfast?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay." Yeah, like, she was surprised, and I don't think she likes me anymore. I don't think she likes my comedy anymore. She's like, I want to like people that are successful. I don't want this. And it is it was weird because when before I checked in, I looked up the reviews for this hotel. Really good reviews. And I'm like, this is odd, you know? Because I've stayed at a lot of Holiday Inns, but all the reviews are like, "Yeah, the breakfast is amazing. You got to go down for the $5 breakfast." And I was like, "Really?" And so the next day I go down to the breakfast, and there's like, the chef comes out, and he's like, "Hi, I'm the chef." And I was like, "Of what?" Like, what's going on down here? And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the chef." And he's like, and he actually the eggs weren't good, but I think he makes his own croissants in the back. He's one of these, it was like 6 a.m., I was awake, and he's like, "Yeah, try everything, I made grits." He's like, "You want orange juice?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I got a little bit of a limp. I had cancer when I was a child." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like to ask how people are doing because for a lot of my childhood, I wasn't doing well. I got a bit of a limp. Do you notice the limp?" And I'm like, "I'll take the orange juice. Anything to get me out of this." And he's like, "All right, let me get your orange juice. By the way, if you give me a 5-star review for the breakfast, I have a business on the side that I'm trying to do." And I'm like, "What is happening here?" It's just everything that happened was weirder, you know? Like this morning I had to wake up early. I did radio. I don't know if anyone heard me on the 98 rock and roll channel. Some people heard me on there? Or are you just clapping that you know it? No, you heard me on there. Oh, that was on. Yeah, I got whisked. They sent a car, like a proper, not an Uber, like a proper, like a big Yukon Denali type thing. And the guy was wearing a shirt with buttons. And I got, like a professional driver. And it was so weird to be picked up in that at the Holiday Inn. Like that looks so suspicious, all right? People are going off to do things, and then here I come finishing up my croissant and my orange juice to get in there. Like, he must be a drug dealer of some type. We don't know what he's doing. But yeah, I don't know. I think tomorrow I'm going to go check out Baltimore. I got a rental car. I might drive down there, get a crab cake or something, I'm going to go. I'm going to go check it out. Some people, I don't know if you guys know, Baltimore doesn't have a great reputation. People were telling me that. They're like, where are you going? I'm like, Baltimore. They're like, ooh. And I was like, what's wrong with Baltimore? They're like, and they wouldn't tell me. They wouldn't tell me what was wrong, but they also wouldn't, they wouldn't take it back either. They're like, and I like to give every town a chance, every town. Because, I've been to Detroit multiple times. Detroit has a really bad reputation. I've had a great time in Detroit every time I've gone, so I know not to listen to people. But the day before I landed, I saw that, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Terrell Suggs, I don't know if he still plays for the Ravens, but he played for a very long time, hell of a linebacker. He pulled a gun on somebody at the drive-thru at Starbucks. I don't know if you guys knew that. This is a weird place for you to learn that information. It was caught on camera. Apparently, he was in the drive-thru and he like passed the window, so he had to like back up. I've done that before, but he had to back up, but the car behind him couldn't back up because people behind him weren't backing up, so he almost hit the car. And then both drivers get out, and there's a kerfluffle. You know, there's a little bit of a situation. Which, by the way, the guy in this car got out first. What a move to get out first, and then Terrell Suggs comes out. And I was impressed because he didn't immediately get back in the car and go, never mind. I was like, wow, that guy, I've never been that angry. Where I get out and see Terrell Suggs, and I'm like, I'm going to continue with my upsetness. But they had their words, and he's like, yeah, you almost hit the car. He's like, I didn't, whatever. They get back in the car. They get their drinks, and as Terrell Suggs leaves, the guy says something else. He says something back, and then Terrell Suggs puts his handgun out the window and just, gives him a little... And they made a big deal of it on the news. I thought this was America, all right? I thought, for God's sakes, we were raised on cowboys, and we ain't paying no T-taxes, bang, bang, bang. I thought that was the whole point of having a gun. He didn't point it at him. He didn't shoot him. He just went, hey. I thought that was the whole point of buying a gun, is so you can go, hey. That's why I don't own a gun, because I'd tell you immediately. I'd get excited. I'd be in line at Panera, like, I got a gun. And they're like, oh, Jesus, are you robbing us? No. I just want to, I'm excited about it. I could never get like a concealed carry permit because I'd tell everybody. I'd be like, you wonder what this bulge is on the side of my hip? It's a gun. And so he got busted. But yeah, they caught it on camera because the guy had a dashboard camera. That's how they caught all this footage. You can't do anything anymore, There's cameras everywhere. Like 25 years ago, this would have just been a story that this guy tells at a barbecue, and no one would believe him. No one would believe him. He'd tell the story, Terrell Suggs pulled a gun on me in the drive-thru. Shut up, Larry. No, he did not. No, he did. Shut up. He tells this story every time. Larry's such a liar. And now he has a video, and people are like, oh, I'll be damned. I owe you an apology, Larry. That is Terrell Suggs with a handgun. I don't know. It was silly. A lot of silliness. But I'm glad to be out here traveling a lot. Flight got delayed. Every flight gets delayed. I think we broke the weather. Every flight, they're like, we're delayed. And I'm like, I know. I got into my own little confrontation on my flight out here. Not a Terrell Suggs gun wafting confrontation. It was my style of confrontation. I got upgraded to first class, which is awesome. I got upgraded, but it was the front row of first class, and what that means is there's no underneath storage, so you have to, I only travel with a backpack, so you have to put your backpack in the overhead. And I was coming in, and the guy that was sitting next to me in first class in the front row already put his carry-on over there, and so it was taken, so I looked at the other side, and it was open, and I went to go put my backpack over there, and this guy behind me tapped me, and he goes, no, I'm sitting there, that's my overhead. And just so you guys know, it's not. I fly all the time, no one gets assigned overhead anything. The only problem is I'm never ready for a confrontation. I need like God or some being to give me a 2-second warning. Like that's what I need. I need like God to just tap me on the shoulder and go, hey, you're about to have a confrontation in about 2 seconds. Just to be ready. Because if I'm not ready, he just went, that's mine. And I just went, and I started to put my bag in the other one down the row, and I'm like, this is wrong. So instead, I closed it, and I walked by, and I'm like, just so you know, they're not assigned. And then I sheepishly sat down, and I'm like, man, if I had a gun, I could have just gone, but the FAA 9/11, blah, 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 can't take a gun on the damn plane. I thought Trump was supposed to fix all this. I get to leave my shoes on, so that's good. They fixed, I don't know if you've flown, you don't have to take your shoes off anymore. I asked, I'm like, we get to leave our shoes on? He's like, yeah, Trump. And I was like, that's a fair trade, I guess. There's just people being people being kidnapped, and I get to leave my shoes on. It's gonna be a weird page in the history books. I've performed here before. It's been a couple of years, and then I haven't been to Huntington Beach, but I've been seeing you guys on the news. Well done staying relevant. It's good. Other cities just kind of hit, and you guys like, this is our time to shine. Oh yeah! It's 3 places I saw on the news during the pandemic: Huntington Beach, Florida, and Texas. 3 of you guys were like, we're gonna say we're doing it. All right. I guess I should have known, but I guess I didn't. I always thought that about Huntington Beach, but I didn't know it. Then I saw it. I'm like, I guess yeah. Well, that makes sense. I went and got the vaccine. I got the Moderna thing, which I didn't know was such a weird thing to say out loud. That's like a divisive thing to say. To say, I got vaccine. Someone goes, what? Like, I had a friend of mine get mad at me, a childhood friend. He's like, why'd you get that vaccine? And I'm like, because I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I never went to college. I didn't like it. Like, science class? I was into it until they put math in it. Alright? Like, I liked science in middle school. We dissected a frog. We learned about something. And then in high school, I'm like, I still like science. And they're like, hey, you know how you can't do algebra? Well, we brought it into this class. It's called chemistry, and this is where you quit. And that's where I quit. That's where I quit science, right there, sophomore year. And so I never went to college. I had a 2.75 GPA from high school, which isn't stupid. It's also not smart. Just an average guy. Just average, Don't ask me to do the tip. Just the average whatever. And there was a virus, and these nerds came on my TV looking all nerdy. And they're like, hey, you should go get the vaccine. Because we went to college longer than you went to regular school. And I'm like, okay, I'll listen to you. I don't know, in a lab coat, what do I know? So I went and got the vaccine. And apparently, I think it's still 70-30, like 70% of the country has it, 30% didn't. And my friend's part of the 30, and I'm like, well, I did it because I listened to Nerds. Didn't you hear the Nerds? And he's like, yeah, I heard the Nerds, but I also listened to a jiu-jitsu podcast. And they recommended that we reconsider. And I was like, all right. And by the way, I'm not knocking you. I don't care. I don't care if you got the vaccine or didn't. I just went with the Nerds on this one. That's all. If I want to learn how to get abs when I'm 60, I'll watch the jiu-jitsu. Just kettlebells? What are we gonna do? Just this? Just this until my girlfriend gets younger? Like, what? All those guys, that's why I'm scared. I don't want to just do this. Younger! And we're becoming R. Kelly with too many kettlebells. I'm sorry, I just watched it last night. I waited 2 years to watch the R. Kelly one, and I was like, oh. Yeah, we're not listening to Ignition anymore. And I mean it. I'm not one of those people. If you don't want to get the vaccine, I don't care. Do it. Don't do it. Leave me alone. I drove by, we had a protest in San Diego of like people going, I don't want the vaccine. They're big signs and they're yelling it. And I drove by and I got to look at them and I'm like, you know what? I don't want them to have the vaccine. I got a good look at all of them. They all look like somebody that would keep my flight from taking off. They open their nose. And I'm like, I'm good with you not having it. I'm on your side, to be quite honest. I'm vaccinated, but I'm on your team. Listen, and now we're back, I think. I don't know. I think the pandemic's over. Is it? I don't know. I don't know, but when it is over, there should be like an official statement. Quit leaving us in limbo. So we should come out and go, hey everybody, it's over. And I think that person should be Greta Thunberg. And I think that's who should do it. Do you guys know Greta Thunberg? She's the little girl he does. Sorry, I'll explain it. She's a young lady who lives in like Iceland or
Norway, one of those sad countries. You know those like up there sad countries where they're like smart and well dressed, but at the same time you're like, you're sad, aren't you? Tell yourself. I think she should be the one to tell us that the pandemic's over. Give that little girl some good news to give us. Every time she shows up, it's the worst news ever. She's like the groundhog. Bad news. Every 6 weeks she comes out, she goes, hey, we're all still dying. And we're like, it's great. I was doing okay until you said that, but yeah, thank you for reminding me. And I'm not making fun of her. She's smart, and I'm not even disagreeing with what she's saying, but I'm like, she scares me. She scares me. Like, I'm not a father, and part of the reason is because I'm like, I might have a Greta Thunberg. And I'm not knocking her. I'm sure she's a wonderful child, but she's also that all the time. Can you imagine that all the time? Just a dad trying to be a dad. Say, oh, good morning, Greta. How are you? How'd you sleep? The polar ice caps are melting, Daddy. We'll all drown in seawater by noon. That's great, honey. I got some waffles ready for you. Just sit down and grab a napkin. How was ballet practice, sweetie? You got me non-biodegradable shoes. I'm going to outgrow them in 6 weeks. Oh. Thanks, honey. It's a fear that I have. I thought the pandemic was over in March of this year, and I declared it over. I actually said it out loud to people. And I had no jurisdiction, but I saw a lot of people that had no jurisdiction yelling way worse, so I'm like, it's my turn. But I thought the pandemic was over in March of this year, because I was on a flight coming home from Kansas City, Missouri, doing some shows, and there was a lady who had a whole row to herself across the aisle, which is what we like to call first class in coach. She had the whole row to herself, and she laid down, face first into a seat cushion. Yeah, no pillow, no rolled up sweater, just face into a butt pad. And I'm like, yeah, I think the pandemic's over now. That's my reasoning. I think the pandemic's over right there, right as she's doing that. Because I was just thinking 12 months before that, just to go to the grocery store, I was dressed like I was clearing graphite off a rooftop in Chernobyl. I was wearing goggles, I had gloves, I was scared to squeeze an avocado. Doing Reiki over them. Like, is this one right? Is that one good? No. Wrong every time. And then here we are 12 months later, and this lady's just motorboating and tells us secrets. I'm like, yeah, I think the pandemic's over right there. Boy, was I wrong. We're fine. Yeah. I didn't remember how crazy things got, like, right away. Right away, people punching each other for toilet paper. That was hilarious. I'll never fight anyone for toilet paper. I'll fight you for food. If we're out of food, I'll give it. I won't win, but I'll try. You know, I'll put a swing in there, or at least try to entertain you for some. Come into my one skill, like, chicken wing? No? I might fight you for food. I'm definitely not fighting you for toilet paper. I couldn't believe that. Toilet paper? Like what? You just no running water at your house? Running water and old shirts. I was fine. Old workout shirts. I'm not gonna fight a stranger at Costco. Went to Texas. That was the last place I toured. We did all four states of Texas. Like the big ones. There's a lot. I can't believe I even said it. We did San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and Austin. Those are like the big ones. And I know there's more, but we did those, and it was fun. I like Texas. Right before we went there, they changed all the laws. They're like, abortion, 6 weeks, gun, everybody. And that's what we went into, which was interesting. One of the rules they took away, they said no more, you don't have to have a permit anymore to have an open carry gun. Which, my first question was, who was checking for paperwork? Who is that person that would see a guy in public with a gun and go, excuse me, sir? Do you have the proper documentation? I would never do that. If I was somewhere and someone had a gun, I'd be like, oh, obviously I'm in the wrong place. My GPS got me askew. But I have a bunch of friends in Texas. They were pumped on the new law, and they posted a little picture with their gun next to their head. And that was the part that bothered me, because I think guns look cool, and they made them look so lame. They made them look so lame in the little hole. There's a shirt tucked in. just look like an old man that clips his cell phone on his belt. What are you gonna call? What are you doing? I'm not against guns, I'm not against open carry, but if I was there, I wouldn't it'd be in my hand like a cell phone. Alright? Walk into places. What's up? Hey. How's it going? These seats taken? What's the deal? Waiting around. It's supposed to be cool, man. I shot a gun before. Last time was in Billings, Montana, which is appropriate. They had a comedy competition out there, and one of the days they took us out for a fun activity. They took us to a gun range. They took 26 of the most irresponsible people on the planet to a gun range, and I thought there would be more rules, and there wasn't. There's just one guy in shorts. And he clearly loved these guns more than he loved people. Like, each gun that he described, he was just like, and I'm like, do you want to be alone? Like, he loved these guns. And he was just like, have at them. And I was like, I thought there'd be more rules. But there wasn't. I shot a handgun called the Judge, which I never understood the appeal of the gun until I shot one, and I'm like, ah! It feels so good, you just feel it in your bone marrow. You know, I need this. And I was like having dreams about it, and I'm judge, jury, and execution. Like, I was just feeling so good, you know? I shot big guns too. They had like AR-15s and AK-47s, which I was really scared to shoot those. Because I grew up on action movies, alright? I grew up on like Sylvester Stallone and Rambo. Remember, he'd always be shirtless, like holding on to those guns. He was ripped. It looked like it took all of his muscles to keep the guns straight. I don't have any of those, alright? I don't know how deceiving the shirt is, but I don't have any of those. I also don't have any baby oil. Like, I wasn't prepared. And I was scared to shoot it. I'm like, I don't think I have the equipment to keep it that way. Like, I was scared I was just gonna go, oh no! I think I just won the comedy competition. I've been in a self-help mode. This is a pandemic, and then, you know, you just try to get better as a person, so I started going to therapy. I've been to 3 therapy sessions. And one person wooed, everyone's like, I don't like that he's opening up this quick. We're 5 minutes into this set. Nobody talking about your feelings. Feelings? They just came from jiu-jitsu. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Feelings? But yeah, I got signed up for therapy because I'm 34, and I came to the realization that I'm best at expressing myself and talking to people by doing this. This is how I prefer to interact with human beings. By being on stage where I'm elevated, illuminated, amplified, and I want it to be frowned upon if you interrupt me. That's how I want to communicate with humans. And I'm like, you better get this checked out. And I was dead on. There was a problem. I went to therapy. I was scared to go to therapy. I've never gone to therapy. I don't talk about my feelings. That's for in here. That's for in here. Oh, I got a problem. Keep it in there. Don't let it out. You're going to scare people off. If you let out these ideas out here, you're going to scare people off, which is stupid. Because during the pandemic, everyone's let their ideas out, and they've just formed groups. That Capitol riot, that was someone's idea in here. And for his entire life, he's like, I gotta keep this in here. I'm gonna scare people off if I have this idea. And then he yelled it out, and some dude dressed like a yak appeared next to him. And he's like, that's a great idea. And then before I knew it, they had hundreds of thousands of people over there going, get in there. So I was scared. I was scared to release the inner thoughts, you know? So anyway, I started going to therapy, and I was terrified to go to therapy because I didn't know I'm not supposed to talk about my feelings. I'm going to go tell them to a stranger that I'm paying. Like, I don't know, it just felt weird. And the only way I can describe it, if you've never been to therapy, the only way I can describe it, it's like a job interview where you have to be honest. Imagine that. Imagine going on a job interview, but you can't do any of the bullshit answers. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, my biggest setback, I care too much. Sometimes I care too much, you know? Can't do any of that. Imagine that, going to a job interview and just be like, yeah, I'm just doing this till something better comes along. Anything. Yeah, I'll be late 15 minutes every day. And That uniform, yeah, I'll wear that for the first couple of days. But that's gonna get lost, definitely. Imagine that, going to a job interview where you have to talk about yourself because you have to be honest, and then at the end, you never find out if you get the job. That's what going to therapy is like. It's like going to a job interview where you have to be honest, at the end, they never tell you how you did. You just kind of leave by going, that's it for today. And then I went home, my fiance was like, how did it go? And I'm like, I don't think I got it. I don't think I got that job at all. And for some reason, I got a callback interview next week at the same time. We're gonna figure out if I get it on the second one.